So good morning, everyone. Let us start with today's class. I hope I am audible and visible as well. What we have done up till now is that we have seen whether a force is conservative or not, and we have also seen if the force is conservative, how we can find out the work done. We are now trying to do one or two problems based on non-conservative forces. And we know that if the forces are non-conservative, we'll have to look for the path. We have done one example. We'll do one more. I think I had given you for homework. And let's see how we are supposed to do it. So that was the question right now on your screens. How are we supposed to do it? Let us first do it for path number one. Path number one. Anyone got the answer for this? What is the
Yes,
answer?
sir.
Yes, beta. Tell me what is the answer.
Plus 3 joules.
Plus 3 joules is the answer I've got. Okay, let me see if I get the same answer. Important thing is not to get the answer. Important thing is to do it in the correct way. Tell me how you have done it.
Sir, integral of f of dx plus integral of f of y dy.
So this is integral of f of dx. So tell me the values so that we don't waste time.
3 dx
3 dx
minus
minus
integral of
integral of
2x dy.
well done. Okay, so this is the integral. Which integral has a problem? Which integral does not have the problem?
Sir, integral of 2x dy has the problem.
Right. So the first integral 3 dx. It's a very simple integral 3 dx. 3 will come out. Dx the integral is x. We can integrate this from the value of x. X
Three.
ka value is varying from
0 to 1.
0 to 1. Very good. See, you have now tried the question and I feel very good about it. Answers are not important. We'll get the answer. I think the value of this integral is how much?
3, sir.
Yes, the value of this integral will come as 3 plus 3. Remember, you have to say plus because this is work done. So we have to say the plus minus sign as well. Okay. What about the second one?
Sir, as we are integrating with respect to y, the 2x becomes 0, sir. Integral of 2x dy.
No, that is not the reason why it becomes 0. You cannot say that it is always going to be 0. No, it will not always be 0. We are integrating x with respect to y. I know. On one side we have x, the other is dy, but that does not mean that that integral will come as 0 always. No, it will not come as 0 always. Sometimes it may come to 0, sometimes it may not come to 0. So now the task is to find out the value of this integral. How do I do it? So I now need to calculate integral of 2x dy. So I'll have to do it from the path O to B.
0.
Let us first think about the path from O to B. From the path O to B, look at the value of x. What is the value of x?
0.
Yes, since the value of x is 0, the value of this integral is 0 for the green path. Forget about it. Now, but one more thing remains. Now I have to go from A to B. Now from B to A, sorry, not from B to B. I have to go from B to A. Now what happens when I go from B to A? When I go from B to A, the change in the value of y is 0. Y does not change, yes or no? Look at this path. I'm going straight up. The value of y is 2. dy means change in the value of y. Y ka value does not change. And hence, this integral also becomes
0, sir.
0. So this entire answer becomes 0. And the answer for the first part is simply plus 3. Do we understand this?
Yes, sir.
That is the first part. I hope all of you have done this. If you have not done this, I'll give you a minute to note this down. If anyone has any doubts, please ask. Buddy? Have you noted it down, beta? Everyone? Now let us go ahead and try to do it for the second path. And what is the second path?
Sir, plus 3 joules.
Again, you will get plus 3 joules. Let me see. I don't know the answer. So this is the path now. I will go like this. Then I will go like this. This is 0. This is a 1, comma 2. What I need to calculate is the integral of 2x dy. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Let me call this as point C. Let us first look at the integral when I'm going from O to C. From O to C, when I'm going, what is happening?
X is becoming 0, sir.
Okay. X is 0. Yes. But also dy is 0. Yes or no? Y
Yes,
also
sir.
does not change. Both are zeros. Even if both are 0, even if one is 0, 0 into 0 is 0, 0 multiplied by something is 0. So basically both this green wala integral becomes 0. Am I clear?
Yes, sir.
Let us look at what is happening in the pink path. What is happening in the pink path? What is happening in the pink path? Oh, sorry. I have made a mistake here. From the in the green path, value of y is changing. Why I'm writing value of y as 0? Sorry, I made a mistake. Yes. Okay, sorry. So in the green path, only the value of x is 0. The value of x is 0. What is happening in the pink path? What is happening in the pink path? Anyone can tell me? It is a line which is parallel to x-axis, so the value of y does not
Changes, sir.
change. So this is also 0. Both are 0. So this integral is completely 0
sir.
in both the paths. The only thing that remains is integral of 3 dx. Integral of 3 dx from 0 to 1 is plus 3. So the answer for this part is also plus 3.
3 joules.
Both the answers are coming same. They can come same for two paths because it depends on the path. It depends on how the force is varying. Am I clear with everyone? That is why we did not write, I did not ask you to write, always it will be different. In some cases, the value can come same. It depends on the path and it depends on the variation of the force. Okay, we all get this? Okay, then comes the last part, and since you have become mature enough, I will just write the last part as the red one. And I'm going to go like this, dhak, 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 dhak. What is the answer for this one? What is the answer for this one? How I am supposed to do this one? Anyone?
Sir, I have got the answer of -1.
You have got the answer as -1. May I know how you have done this? Yellow path. In yellow path again, I have to calculate delta W
Sir, for me, it's got +1 joules.
+1 and -1. So I have to find out the integral of 3 dx minus 2x dy. I have to calculate this integral, right? Now, as you know that this integral will always be equal to +3. Yes or no? There's no problem with this integral. The only problem is with the second integral. Now, with the second integral, here along the path, the yellow path, y is also changing and x is also changing. So how do I do it? I'll have to find the equation of this straight line. Yes or no? And I can write the equation as y is equal to mx plus c. It is passing through the origin. I hope you understand it. So the value of c becomes 0. Yes or no? Y is equal to mx. I have to just find out the slope of this line. You can find the slope of this line using the tan theta. Tan theta is very simple to find out. Y is equal to mx. This is 2. This is 1. So slope is 2. So y is equal to 2x will be the equation of this straight line. Yes or no? You all understand this? Do you all understand this? Can I have some
Yes,
raise
sir.
hand if you understand this? Okay. Y is 2x.
X is equal to y by 2.
So x equal to y by 2. That is correct. So I'll just put the value here. Y is 2x. So x is y by 2. I'll put the values here in this integral. So this integral now becomes, I'll just concentrate on this integral, minus 2 times y by 2 dy. Now I integrate it. This goes away. This is only integral in y dy. Now I can just put the values of y. Y varies from 0 to 2. Integral is y square by 2. I put the value of y as 2. 2 square. 2 square is 4. 4 by 2. Answer is 2. So this integral is plus, no, not plus because there is a minus over here. So it becomes -2. Yes or no? This integral
sir.
will come as -2. The upper wala integral is +3. So the answer in this case becomes +1 unit. And that is the work done in this case. Am I clear how I have done this? Everyone who has understood, please raise your hand. If you have not understood, please let me know. Okay. Anyone has any doubts? I'll just wait for a minute for everyone to go through this. It's a simple thing. You're not expected to have this question in JEE Mains. In JEE Mains, if it comes, it will just be one path and you will not be given a 2-dimensional force. You will be given a 1-dimensional force. You
Sir,
will not. Yes, beta.
integral of y into dx y square, no, sir.
Integral of y into dx. First of all, you cannot integrate y with dx. You can only integrate x with dx. So I have not integrated y with
Y
dx.
dy, sir.
Y dy is y square by 2.
Okay, sir.
Integral of y dy is y square by 2. You must remember it. If you can't remember it, then go back and see the class where we had written the integral ka formula. The integral ka formula was integral of x raised to the power n dx is x raised to the power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 plus c. C is a constant which is known as constant of integration. Here we have used definite integral, and then therefore we are not writing the value of c. We get this, everyone? Chalo. Now we come to the last part of this, and now the question is this one. Let me put the question like this. Now I have let me think of, I had an example written here. Okay, let me do this example. Okay, I have to create an example for myself. I have a force like this. I have a force like this. A force varies like this: 2 times xyi plus x square j. And I have to find out the work done by this force from the point origin. So I'm making one point as origin to the next point, and the next point is 1, comma 2, comma 3. I don't have to write 3 because this is a two-dimensional force. So let me just let go 3. From origin till the point 1, 2, what is the work done by this force? And this is somehow different to what we have done in the previous example, somehow different. Here, in one particular exponent, you see both x and y coming together. That makes it somewhat different. How will you find out the work done by this force? Your time begins now. Think. How will you do it? I'll give you a minute to think. Anyone has any thoughts about this? Can you all hear me? I am audible now? Okay. Let us first see whether this force is conservative or not. What do you think? Is this force conservative or is it force non-conservative? What do you think? Is this force conservative or is this force non-conservative? Anyone has the answer for that one? Is this force conservative or is this force non-conservative? Has anyone checked whether this force is conservative or not? Anyone?
Non-conservative, sir.
How did you know that this is non-conservative? How did you know that? Did you check it? Did you check it that it is conservative or non-conservative? Or you just have seen it and you have assumed that this is non-conservative?
Sir, we are integrating with the different variables now, sir. X and Y.
That means it becomes non-conservative. Who said so? Did I ever say that? That if you find x in y and y in x, that becomes a non-conservative force? Did I ever say that? I said that you have to check it. In the previous example that we did not check because I did not ask you to check. But this force that you see over here, this is a non-conservative force. This is a non-conservative force that I gave you in the first case and the second case. Example number 3 that we did, the force was 3I minus 2x. That was a non-conservative force, yes. But the force that I have given you now, you will have to first check whether it is conservative or not. So how do I check it? I find del of fx by del of y. How much is del of fx by del of y? I have to partially differentiate this with respect to y. What will I get? What will I get if I partially differentiate 2xy with respect to y? Again, you have forgotten how to do it. You will get 2x, yes or no? If I partially differentiate 2xy with respect to y, I will get 2x. Then I need to find out the partial derivative of y with respect to x, f of y with respect to x. Partial derivative of f of y with respect to x. What will I get? And the answer is, sir, I will still get 2x. That means this force is this force is conservative. Though it might look non-conservative to you, this force is a conservative force and we can't change it. It is conservative. We all agree on this, yes or no? This force is conservative. I can't change it. This is the conservative force. Now, if it is a conservative force, then how do I find the work done? First of all, I write the formula. Formula does not change whether it is conservative or not. Formula is fx dx. So it is 2xy dx plus x square dy. Now I know this is a conservative force. Path is not given, so I don't have any path. Now the problem comes, how do I integrate it? Now the problem comes, how do I integrate it? That is a different problem. Now this is a very special way of doing it. So I'll tell you that way. How do I integrate it? No path is given. And the problem here is, in this, with dx, I have y. So that is the problem. Problem number 1. I can't integrate y with dx. Everyone knows it. Problem number 2. Here I have x, but I have dy. So I can't integrate that one as well. So this is non-integrable, that is not integrable, but still I am finding out that this force is conservative. But I can't integrate it because I don't have path, because even if I have path, it is independent of path. I hope you understand the problem. The problem is there. With dx I have y, and with dy I have x. I can't integrate, and the force is conservative. How do I do it? It's a small thing that you have to understand here. It's a small thing that you have to understand here. What I'm going to do here is, I'm going to take this entire thing out. And just for understanding, I will just put it here like this, 2xy dx. And I will just integrate it, assuming that y is a constant. Just to check, this is a check. So I'll assume that this y is a constant. So it comes out. Then I only have 2x dx. If I integrate x dx, I will get x square by 2. 2 and 2 will get cancelled. Y is outside. So if I integrate this, assuming that y is a constant, my integral will come as x squared y. Do we understand this? I have assumed y is a constant, y comes out. 2 is a constant, 2 comes out. Integral is only x dx. Forget about the constant terms. So integral of x dx is x squared by 2. 1, 2 and other 2 cancels out. My integral of this entire thing is x square y. I repeat the same step with this one. I repeat the same step with this one. I take this integral of x square dy. Assume that x is a constant. If x is a constant, it jumps out. I only have integral of dy. If I only have integral of dy, integration of dy is y. So my answer in this case also becomes x square y. Do we understand what I have done here? Do we understand what I have done here? Yes or no? First, we have understood the problem. The problem was, with y we have dx and with x we have dy. Problem number 1, we can't integrate it. How we have solved that problem? We have still not solved the problem. We are looking to solve this problem. I have taken them separately and integrated them separately, assuming that the other one is a constant. So what do I have here is a very similar thing. I have x squared y here and I have x squared y here. Both are same. Both are same. Now I have not told you how to find the derivative of product. I have not told you how to find the derivative of product, so I'll not tell you still now. What I'm going to say is, once you see that both are same, and they will come same, otherwise this question cannot be solved. Once you see that both are same, what happens? Since I have not told you how to find out the derivative of multiplication, the integral of this entire thing the integral of this entire thing, is simply this one. So basically, what I'm going to write, delta W is integral of 2xy dy, which will be plus x square dy. This entire integral is nothing but x squared y. You will say, sir, it should be 2x squared y, because one x squared y will come from here, the other x squared y will come from here. So it should be 2x squared y. It is not 2x squared y. I have not told you the multiplication of derivatives. How to find the multiplication of, how to find the derivative of two multiplications. I am not going to tell you now also. So I'm just going to tell you, when you see that both are coming same, the entire integral becomes x squared y. The entire integral becomes x squared y. Now you have to put the limits on it. Since it has x and y, you have to put the limits of both x and y. You have to put limits of both x and y. So x varying from 0 to 1, y varying from 0 to 2. How do I put the limits? I have to put both the limits together. So initially, I will put the value of x as 1 and y as 2. X as 1, 1 squared is 1. 1 squared multiplied by 2 is 2. So the first answer is 2. Then I put x ka value is 0 and y ka value is 0. 0 multiplied by 0 is 0. So it is 2 minus 0. The answer is 2. The answer for this entire thing is simply 2. And that is how this has to be done. Do we understand this, what I have done here? Same steps, but I got caught at one point. With y, I had dx, and with x, I had dy. I took them out, integrated them separately. I found out that both were same. So the integral of entire thing becomes that same thing. And then I simply put the limits, get the answer, and I stay happy ever after. Do we understand this? Can I have some reason that we understand this?
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you again explain the application of those limits, sir?
First put the upper limits, then put the lower limits. Put the upper limits together, put the lower limits together. So when you are putting the value of x as 1, you also put the value of y as 2. That's it.
Okay.
Once you put the value of x as 0, you also put the value of y as 0. So you put them together. There are two things that you have to put together: value of x as well as value of y. In upper limits, put both limits together. In lower limit, put all the values together. That's it. Okay, clear?
Okay. Okay.
Chalo. Give you a minute to do it. Else, I will give you another question and see if you can do this one on your own. Okay. So if you have done that previous question, here comes the next one. I have a force. You can see the force is y square xi hat plus x square yj hat.
Sir?
Yes?
No, once can you explain the previous once show the previous sum, sir?
You want to see it? What have you not understood?
Sir, once can you say how did you get that delta W value?
What delta W value? I just
Work done is equals to integral of 2xy dy plus x square dy.
fx dx plus fy dy. That is what we have been doing since the first day, beta. F of x is 2xy. F of y is x square. See, f of x. This is f of x. You don't know what is f of x? Don't know what is f of y? Just put the.
Sir,
Now just put the formula.
so the red color one, sir.
Yes, beta.
Down you wrote na sir red color in the red color one.
Here.
Yeah, sir.
Yes. So what I've done? X key value is varying from 0 to 1. Y key value is varying from 0 to 2. So first I put x as 1 and y as 2. What will I get then? 1 square multiplied by 2. What is 1 square multiplied by 2? It is 2. Then I put the value of x as 0 and where the value of y is 0. 0 multiplied by 0, what is this? That is 0. So I
Sir,
get 2.
sir, in the before step you wrote 2xy dx plus x square plus dy, and next you wrote 2xy dy, sir, y.
Okay, now correct?
Okay. Okay, sir.
Mistake in writing. Good one. It was a
I
mistake in
got
writing.
confused about that, sir.
Sorry. Mistake in writing. Is it correct now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sorry. There was a genuine mistake in writing. Shall we move on to the next one? Thanks for correcting me. See, everyone can make a mistake. I am no God. I can make a mistake. Anyone can make a mistake. Chalo. This is the next force. Let's see who can do this. I'll give you 1 more minute. Okay. Anyone would like to tell me how to do this? Help me. No one? No one has done this? No one can help me out?
Sir, answer is 2.
I'm not worried about the answer. Let me check the answer. I think the answer is 2. Yes, it's correct. Answer is 2. How do you get it?
First, I checked it's conservative or not. I got it's conservative, sir.
So you got conservative, well, nice. So let me write step number 1. I will not do it. Step number 1, find out if it is conservative. So the answer is it is conservative. Yes or no? We all got the same answer that it is conservative.
Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, then what is the next step? Writing step by step. Step number 2. Write the formula for force. Work done. Work done is integral of
Y square x dx
y square x dx
plus x square y dy.
x square y dy.
dy.
As soon as I write this, I realize that there is a problem. What is the problem?
Y square and x square.
Y square with dx. Problem number 1.
X square with dy.
X square with dy. Problem number 2. But as soon as you get this problem, you also know the solution. That solution is there in your hands. So what you're going to do is take it and integrate it separately. Assuming that y square is a constant. So y square comes out. You just integrate x dx. When you integrate x dx, what do you get? X square by 2. When you multiply it by y square, so you get the integral as x square y square by 2. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
You do the same thing with this one. Here you will take x square as outside constant. You just integrate y dy. When you integrate y dy, you get y square by 2 multiplied by x squared. And voila, what will you see? That you will see the same thing coming again. X squared y squared by 2. As soon as you get this, you know that the integral of this entire thing now becomes what?
X square y square by 2.
Yes, the problem becomes very simple. X squared y squared by 2. The entire integral becomes x squared y squared by 2. How it becomes? It is basically the multiplication of two functions. So two functions are multiplied, they are differentiated. So when you integrate those two functions, you will get the original function. I have not told you the multiplication of two functions are derivative, and that is why I'm not telling you this. So there is no point of me wasting here. So I'm not doing it. What do I do next? I just put the limits. Yes or no? So I just put the limits. I just put the limits. X varying from 0 to 1, y varying from 0 to 2. Put the value of x as 1 and y as 2. 1 multiplied by 2 square, 4. 4 divided by 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So yeah, first answer is 2. Then I put everything as 0. 2 minus 0 is 0. And the final answer becomes 2 in this case. This is the most difficult problem that you can never get. You will never get it. But this is the most difficult one. Anyone has any doubts on this? Please raise your doubts now. I'll give you a minute to note it down. Anyone understands this? You all got this? Yes or no? You all understand this? Yes or no? Then comes the last question.
sir.
And let us see who can do this. Now let us see. Now this is the question. Now I have a three-dimensional force. It looks quite terrifying. I have to find out the work done by this force from O comma O comma O to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Best of luck. How will you do this? I'll give you 2 minutes to solve it. If you can do this, well, congratulate yourselves. You have probably done the most difficult problem that can ever come. Okay. Anyone got anything that looks like an answer? Answers is not important. Important is if you have understood what we have been discussing in today's class. Hmm. No one? Someone would have got some answer.
Sir,
Yes, beta.
it is conservative.
It is conservative. Yes. Yes, it is conservative. What is the answer for this? Because if it is not conservative, you will not be able to solve it in any case. Hmm.
6, sir.
6. That is absolutely correct, beta. 6 is the answer for this one. Absolutely correct. How did you do it? What is the first step? Well done. See, if you work hard, if you do it correctly, you will be able to solve the most difficult question that can ever come. Yes, how did you do it? What is step number 1?
Delta W is equal to
First, find out whether the force is conservative or not. I hope you have done that test
Yes,
and
sir.
this would have passed the test. You will find out that this force is conservative. Well done. The next step would be to write the work done in this case, and the work done in this case would be integral of
Y z dx
y z dx
plus x v dy
plus x z dy
plus x y dz.
plus x y dz. Now again, instead of two problems, now I have three problems.
Three problems.
And the three problems are with y and z, I have dx. Problem number one. With x and z, I have dy. Problem number two. Problem number three. With xy, I have dz. So they are all unrelated to each other. But what do? I just take them out and integrate them separately, assuming that the rest of them are constants. So if I integrate this gentleman out separately, y and z going out, integral of dx, I will get x, y, z. Do we understand this?
Yes, sir.
You get x, y, z. I'll do the same thing with this one. X, z will be going out and I will just integrate dy. I'll integrate dy, I'll get y. It again becomes x, y, z. The second one also becomes x, y, z. Should repeat the same step with the third one. We'll again end up with x, y, z. As soon as we end up all together, actually you don't have to do it. You just get it for one. You will understand that you will get it for the same for all the things, because else it is an impossible way to solve it, because the problem becomes very, very complicated if this is a non-conservative force and no paths are given. It becomes virtually very tough to do it in a span of 3 minutes. So basically, once you see all of them are coming as x, y, z, then you can pat yourselves on the back and see that this entire thing, the entire integral just becomes x, y, z, not 3x, y, z. Don't say that, sir, one is here, one is there, one is there. It's a multiplication. It's a multiplication of three different functions, uska derivative. So the entire integral is just one function. X, y, z. Now I put limits all together. X,
0 to
y, z, all are varying from 0. These are the lower limits. Then it is 1, 2, 3. So now you first put the upper limits. Put x as 1, y as 2, z as 3. So you'll get 6. Then you put all of them as 0. So the final answer is simply 6. And that is how it is done. So wherever you see such a complicated force, remember the answer would be very simple. And that is how you can succeed in JEE Advanced. The most difficult problems can be done in the most simple way. But if you have not done this problem before in the examination hall to do it, it becomes very, very difficult. So I have done my part. We are done with your conservative forces and non-conservative forces. We have seen how you find out whether the force is conservative or not. I have told you almost all types of forces that I have known. And trust me, 90% of that forces will never come in your exam. But if it comes, you will be the only one in the entire universe who probably know how to do it. Because normally, in normal classes, wherever you go, this is not covered. No teacher covers it. Maybe they don't know, or maybe they are not confident of how to get it done. We have done it. And I hope that this question comes so that you can score where others can't. On that note, I will wind up today's class. I hope you have enjoyed it. If there's anything that you have not understood, please let me know. I will work on it. I'll be staying here in the room and I'll be looking forward for your queries and your doubts. If you have them, please let me know. Else, this is a wrap from my end. I'll see you in the next class, day after tomorrow. Till then, take care and study hard.
Thank you, sir.
Okay.
Bye, sir.
Bye, beta. Take care, everyone.